Verenezi, thank you very much for the follow. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, I could stop paying my armies. 10 ducats a month. That's more like it! Also, have we looted everything? Nope. Let's do the looting game and make sure we are earning as much money as we possibly can. Oh, and the war is over. Lithuania will cede 1, 2, 3 provinces to Russia. 1 to Galicia-Volhynia. Lithuania will give 1 to Crimea. Forced to give Bohemia money as reparations. Lithuania will pay lots of money to Bohemia, of which I get 233, which is enough to pay off a loan. Bohemia costs 40 Diplo, 63 for me. Bohemia gets 0 I get 15 and prestige. So I definitely got the most out of it, and Bohemia owes me favours. Did Bohemia even get a province out of that? I'm not sure he did. I didn't get to loot as much as I would have liked. No matter. And conversion is definitely something I could be doing. I need to call these places first, though. And now everything is being converted. Cord. And let's pay off a loan to reduce my expenses. And we are once again making money, though less than we were previously, because the extra money we were making was from loot. Don't take that Hungarian place, it's on the other side of those mountains. I know, but I need it to get the Splendor idea. I mean, it's not saying that I just need to get it in isolation, I can take the provinces around it too. Alright, let's start these conversions. The 100 Chapter Synod. In 1551, Metropolitan Macarius convened the church in what became known as the 100 Chapter Synod, in order to unify church ceremonies and duties all over Russia. They also demanded that the government cancel its jurisdiction over the church. Gain a stability. I mean, we're already at +2. We could just take the extra Patriarch authority. We'll do that. We're up to 40% already. Plus 13% manpower. Russia is ridiculous. We're at 72,000 manpower. It's 1523. And who knows what my land force limits are? 82. But the border gore. No promises. The Real Legend, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. Oh, Pomerania is being attacked now by Livonia. Livonia's actually grown a bit. And the Teutons are still alive. And Austria's not the emperor. And Holland has taken back Spanish Netherlands. The Netherlands hasn't appeared yet, though. Spain could have some problems with that, though, because they cannot reinforce this. Ooh, that would be interesting. When the Netherlands forms, it could be strong this game. Because Holland is already pretty big anyway. It would join the Republic. Helra and Utrecht would join as well, just straight out. And then the Castellan territories don't have coastal provinces, so it's very hard for the Spanish to land troops. Unless they got access through France and Aragon, which is very unlikely. In fact, Castile is just dying. We can go up in... oh yeah, land maintenance modifier. Boyar. Which is going to mean even more money. Excellent. Reduce the independence of the church. The church is a powerful institution, but more important, a wealthy one. If we were to rein in the church more and make it more of a part of the state, we could also bring in more income for taxation. On the other hand, we could sap its authority in the eyes of the masses. You know what? I'm quite happy to steal some money from the church to repay another loan. And then there were 5. With a 5 interest. What the fuck are Theodoro? Oh, what? Rebels? I wasn't due any rebels. Yeah, Theodoro has definitely done well for an OPM Gothic state. The question, though, is, are they converting it all to Gothic? Pontic, Gothic, Circassian. No, they need to do more culture conversions. What actually is Theodora's ideas? Global trade power, army, tradition decay, mercenary maintenance, chance of new heir, diplo rep. Not that good. Alright, start paying the army. And start maintaining that fort. More separatism, just what I wanted. Kebab is strong. Kebab is always strong. And more importantly, they're allied to me. Although I could do with improving their relations a little bit. To make sure we keep them sweet. Noodle a bunch of loans, and you died again. Ooh, discipline. Hello! The Golisins. The prominent Golistin family is offered to fund the expansion into and surrounding area. Into blank and the surrounding area, committing to the construction of forts there for the benefit of the Tsardom of Russia. In exchange, they would receive the rights to exploit the area themselves. If we sign a charter to give them this right, we'll likely have little control over their conduct in the area, and they would also secure the initial profits, but in return, they would both organise and fund fortifications for us. So we gain money, we gain population, we gain a castle. Novgorod gets Siberian trade entrepot. More trade power, less tax modifier, increase in monthly autonomy, which I think we counter. Yeah, do it. More trade power in Novgorod, which has already got the trade state edict, which just makes it even more tradey. I'm quite happy to do that. And get more Strelsky. Do it. Free troops, why not? Oh, of course, they appear up here. So we're going to split you up. One for you, one for you, one for you, and one for you. Another conversion. Didn't really matter what order I did that in, they take the same amount of time. And core the last of those. Sweet. Now the thing that I am really lacking at this stage is artillery. Definitely need to invest in some artillery. Once the economy is fixed. Could offer Theodora vassalization. I'm a little bit reluctant to do that at the moment, but yes, you're right, I can. Oh, and I was looking at the Kiva fabrications. Oh, I can't do it. What? They have to be neighbouring. Never mind then, let's improve relations with Theodora. In fact, we can just... No, we need the relations. Well, let's get the royal marriage first. And then I think the alliance, because we need an alliance in order to do the vassalization. Which puts us even further over our limit. And then improve relations. Well spotted. Delete forts to save money. You don't need 3 forts around Moscow. Moscow must be protected! I mean, yeah, you're right, but Moscow must be protected! You know who lives there? The Emperor lives there. You know who needs to be protected? The Emperor. Oh, Perm, can you please stop having rebels? Because these guys are just going to split out and be annoying. Bloody separatists. You have a man right there. There's no actual rebels here. Look at me, taking lands back with 0 maintenance. Denmark is fighting against Hamburg. This is a war they've started against Riga, Brandenburg. Hesse will protect them. Do you really need my help for this, Denmark? I mean, fine, but do you really need it? I'm not having the forts up for this one. Can I even get over here? I can! Oh, I can get into a fight. Yay! Right. Russia marches. Moscow isn't the capital, though. It has Important historical significance to the nation. Wait, I'm fighting... Oh, what? I didn't know you were allied to Bohemia. Well, bugger. Here come the Russians. Right, generals. They're all not terrible. Not great, but not terrible. Are we fighting the Hansa? Or Lübeck? No. Who are we actually fighting here? Brandenburg. I'll start sieging Brandenburg down. If I can get through. I can get through. Alright, I can get an admin idea at last. And I don't have any coring to do. Although I could get some more states. I still only have 54% with perm. For goodness sake, come on! States and territories. You're a 14, you're a 13, you're a 24. You're an 11, you're a 13. 3. Let's core all of that. More money, more manpower. Go. Right. Now that we're in enemy territory, I'm going to slow the speed down a little bit. Further reinforcements are on their way in. I mean, we already have a very modern army. We have defensive ideas, which means we have an absolute boatload of morale. You can start siege down Berlin. And I have you ready to intercept in either direction. Okay, good stuff. I think we can do this speed 4. That's just rebels. Not my problem. Clergy and boyars want more territory. Oh, of course they do. Stavropol. You look to me like a very strong boyar. Oh, no, I should have given you to the Cossacks. Altarisk. Alright, we'll look over here. You are obviously for the clergy. You are already clergy. You are probably also clergy. Oh no, they're already happy. Okay, so now I can take Cossack stuff. Local autonomy in those territories gives loyalty and influence. Wibble. Supply arms. Lose military power, gets armed Cossacks, which gives us more land force limits, which I don't really need. Also gains loyalty and influence. We gain 10 army tradition. They lose loyalty. Influence needs to be greater than 40. Let's give them some more land then. Because I think that those Cossack hussars are stronger than regular cavalry. They kind of work like the Streltsky, I think. I want to raise some just so I can confirm that. Still at 23. If I supply arms, that would get your influence up high enough. Cavalry cost, cavalry combat ability, cavalry to infantry ratio. Raise Cossack host. Oh, so you get a Cossack for every Cossack region they have. Influence needs to be higher than 40. Right. Geopolitical, simple terrain. Here we go. Like, I'm not giving them the special territories. The ones with wool and grain they can have. They get plus 10% shock damage. It's amazing. Yeah, I thought it was going to be something like that. Alright, and that should be 40 influence. No, it's one short. Really? One short? That one they lose loyalty, but we get army tradition, which is pretty strong too. Oh, that just loses prestige and gives us loyalty and influence. What happens if their influence goes too high? We'll seize power. Right, so now we can do this. Cossack Exploration Expedition. Gain a conquistador with 40 tradition. Raise Cossack host. Here we go. Be done every 5 years. Sweet. There we go. Plus 10% shock damage, indeed. Hello! Man, Russia is good. Too good, probably. Alright, let's finish fighting this war. Lithuania want to fight. Livonia's going to have to give them land. Comet sighted. Oh, Comet Dow. Keth and Kin. Not seeing any of Brandenburg's armies appearing. Let's get you guys merging up with them. Oh, Elung. Kill him first. Then go over there. I have taken Uckmark. Oh, that was just you. Theologian died. He was one of the level 3s, was he not? He was. For a short time, I think I'm going to go with the level 1s. Although it's admin. Admin's the one that I do need a lot of. Well, I've spent money on him now. This will allow me to recuperate some cash to pay off those loans more quickly. Not sure you're going to get there in time. Alright. Berlin's going to fall relatively soon, then I'm hoping that we can piece Brandenburg out. That province has a lot more loot to take. Give me the money. General's concerned by our unmanly tactics. Our focus on defensive is robbing our units of the elan they need to be truly successful in the battlefield. Our generals are deeply concerned about this, and there are rumours that other countries snigger behind our back. Who cares what others think, or give a little ground. I'm not giving up army tradition while at war. You mad? Plus 15% cavalry cost ability. So Cossacks plus aristocratic would be a rather strong combination. Because that would be what, plus 35%? It's plus 20, isn't it? No, plus 10. Plus 25%. Plus aristocratic, which means you can have more cavalry in your units. No, it would be the Splendor idea is what I was thinking about there. Never mind, I'm just babbling to myself. Don't attack Denmark. I'm not attacking Denmark, I'm saving them. I'm their ally. I'm taking out Brandenburg at the moment. That's what I was counting as plus 15. Depending on how much influence they have. At the moment it's plus 15. 20 might be the max. Trade over large distances can be risky if profitable. The weather, brigands and pirates remain a threat on our land as well as on water. Normally, the Burghers can cope with a certain amount of mishaps in their own ways to protect themselves and ensure their cargo. Lately, however, things have been going badly for a number of merchant families, and there are some at risk of bankruptcy. It may be prudent to offer some financial compensation to get them back on their feet. It's costing money, but it is for mercantilism. Berkha influence isn't exactly high. Fine. We never did finish looting Uckmark either. So I think we're going to loot Brandenburg clean. You're done. You're not, you're not, you're not. So who else are we fighting against? Bohemia. I don't really want to do much damage to Bohemia though. Maybe we'll come over here to Holland. Russian claims in the east. In 1552, Tsar Ivan IV, the Terrible, launched an expedition against the Khanate of Kazan, east of Nizhny Novgorod and blocking point on the Volga. The use of heavy bombard guns breached the walls of the Tatar city, which was promptly overwhelmed and annexed. In 1556, in the wake of the success against Kazan 4 years earlier, Tsar Ivan IV, the Terrible, launched a new expedition against the Khanate of Astrakhan, southward towards the Volga. The capture of Astrakhan opened access to the Caspian Sea and put the whole Volga basin under Russian control. Cities like Samara, Saratov, and Sartsy in 1589 were founded along the river to ensure proper control. We gain a permanent claim on the Ural area. Don't we control that already? The Danish-Hamburgian War of Honour. Brandenburg's been pieced out. Really? I got that little? Huh, I've only done 13% apparently. And I'm not looting anymore. Boo. Boo. Go kill him. No, not him. Oh, here come the Bohemian troops. I need to be somewhat careful because I'm about to get attacked here, clearly. He's moved off. Can't get to Nassau. Can get to Berg though, which my allies have just left. So we'll do a couple more sieges. Did the Dutch rebels spawn? I don't think so, no. It's still too early. The Dutch rebels are in 16 something, I think. I mean, the upside of being at war is you do actually make money. Also, I could do war taxes. To make even more money! Huzzah! And this is with full army maintenance. Oh, Riga's already being sieged. That's the Teuton land, which I can't get to. Disappointed! Alright. Speed 4. We're just sieging stuff down. You're still the anti-rebel thing, which I've not got any problems with. Hesse. The Reformation branch is out. Hesse becomes reformed. I was going to check on something, I've forgotten what it is. 28 out, 24 out of 28, okay. Loan, that's what I was doing. Requires 332. Next month, we can pay it off. Ka-chink. Should I wait a while? Nah. Means I'm not paying the interest then. So long as I don't take any heavy casualties with my armies, then it's fine. Where is colonialism now? It's a good question. Where did it even spawn? Oh, Portugal. It's basically just in Iberia. It is a long way away from us. And will take a long time to reach us. It's actually spreading really slowly too. Have you looted the whole thing? You have. Can you still not get there? Nope. Another conversion. Excellent. Bohemia sieging Hamburg down again. If they start actually winning, I might have to go up there and knock them away. But I'm rather hoping that we can take down some of their stuff. Although we're apparently losing this war at the moment, which I don't much appreciate. Why? Battles? Battles. And the war goals show supremacy. Right. Where am I from? I'm actually from Holland, which is why I'm like, I should really know when the Dutch appear. But I lived in England for most of my life. Danish, Hamburgian, Riga is pieced out. Is my war contribution increasing at all? Yes. And the Dutch is decreasing. Right, Hesse is against us, and Hesse is the Emperor. I could definitely do some damage against Hesse. A lack of... what? In Russia? In order to handle the growing number of provinces under our rule, we have to give a somewhat free hand to our provincial governors in appointing local clerks. In Astrakhan, this has resulted in the reduction of tax-paying peasants and those doing military service. It has been strongly suggested by the central government that we move to restrict those who can take up service in the administration, so we can ensure that our armies and coffers do not lack for men. Gain Subidnik, lose... oh, reduction in state maintenance, which isn't a big problem there, or taxes and manpower, or gain Strelsky, tax maintenance increases for 10 years. That's fine, it's not going to be high anyway. Just need to keep an eye on that Bohemian army up there. Okay, Theodoro is in adoration of us. So I must remember to vassalize them once this is done. On the siege of Koblenz. Oh, Köln is stopping us from getting to Trier. Okay. Fair enough.